Wait, before. Alright, guys. Okay, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rejoice. For those who are joining in for the first time, welcome to Life with Re. We talk about lifestyle, photography, and travel. And it has been such a long time, guys, since I actually stood behind or in front of a camera. It's literally almost okay, I think a month and a half going to two. So this is the real it's been a minute catch up vlog. Thank you so much for those who gave me feedback on the ring light review, and of course the other video that I posted, which is on the hair products that I use. If you haven't watched them, feel free to check them out after this. So today, we're actually in my kitchen, guys. I want to cook brown chapatis. It has been, I think, close to 2 years since I did those. Slightly more. Let's make it four. Before you comment, the real reason I haven't cooked brown chapati in a long while is because I used to use atta flour, and there's a time when it ran out of the market. And to my surprise, when I was doing my monthly shopping for this month, apologies for the dogs, my neighbor's dogs. They usually back around this time. It's around 7:30. They're probably wondering why they're not being released, and they've been kept in the kennel the whole day. I actually kind of miss that life of having dogs around. But anyway, I got this new pan that I want to try out today, so I figured, in case any of you might want to know how to make brown chapatis, let's do it together. I'm just going to show you how I was shown by my sister. So I'm pretty basic, guys. I still don't have measuring cups. I really don't have so much. And from the background, you can tell my kitchen is still looking pretty basic, guys. But don't worry, I'm planning to revamp it, and I'll also tag you guys along just to share on the ideas that I will have come across on how you can make your kitchen space look more exciting and neat. Yeah, so let's start with this. I'm eating chapati and green grams, which are already boiling right here. So yeah, let's just jump straight to it. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you so much for joining the family. You're gonna love these videos. Okay, let's begin. All right, guys. So these are the flowers. What is the plural of flower? By the incorrect from science terms, I think we're taught that this is actually pronounced as flower. So flowers. Sorry, I don't know how I keep digressing these days. So guys, this is the butterfly I'm talking about. I'm sure some of you are familiar with it. Yeah, so there's this. Then there's this one, of course, X, the multi-purpose one. Yeah, so the reason I still have them in this, guys, is because I am planning to get these jars that store food very well, because I've noticed when I put them in tins that are not very airtight, they go bad. So for me, I've just opted to, for now, just be using them in this. So these are the, oh, let me show you the pan I'm feeling so nice finding. The pan I wanted was this super thick black one, which I couldn't get. But guys, when I was walking around town today, this is what I found, guys. Okay, I know it still looks dirty. I'm actually just about to clean it, but I like that it's heavy, and I know that over time, the more I use it, it's gonna uh, get smoother and nice. So I hope today's chapatis won't backfire. I actually got this in Soko. Soko is like market. It may look rusty, but guys, I paid this in tears. As in, I was just like, you know, they had gone with kidogo money. Then I figured that I'm being told. But anyway, she was gracious enough to reduce the price. Those who have these pants, you know how much they cost. So let me just clean this up real quick, and then we really start. I hope I'll finish by 8:30 because today I started late. I was actually considering, you know, it's evening because they jumped to the shower first. Then I figured, you know what, it will get hot and sweaty, and already as it is, Bondo is already very hot. It's like your normal day to day, but in an oven. I don't know if that. Today I'm not digressing. That's the last one, I promise. Let me wash this real quick and then we continue. Alright guys, I'm using a cup because it's the easiest. Okay, for now, I think it's one of the easiest ways to just measure. I'm using a basic plastic bowl. So the ratio goes like this. For every 1 cup of brown flour, you put 2 of white. So 1 to 2. So I'm thinking I want to do just 2 cups, not a lot of chaps. You know, you can't just go there with all the confidence and you've not cooked it for like 3-4 years. We are doing 2 cups. But even 2 cups, it's not as little as I'm thinking in my head, because if it's 2 of this, it's 4 of this. So let me open the windows. You know, I'd even forgotten. I don't want to faint here. Well, okay. I'm just gonna do this 1 to 2. So this is the mixture. I just want to mix them in a bit like that. I had preheated some warm water. Let me just show you what I usually do. So I usually put salt and sugar. This is the things I'm using, and I feel like I should have measured these things before coming on here. But you know what? I usually mix sugar and salt first. Wait, there's a jug. 1 minute. This is the closest to a measuring cup that I have. I'm just gonna put 2 tablespoons of sugar and half a tablespoon of salt. Well, because salt is what it is. And then I'll mix it in together. Just make sure nothing spills. But for now, let me just push everything to that side. I'm gonna record later. So this is what I mixed together. And then I transfer it to the jug like that. And then here is the preheated water. Let me just move you guys closer. I feel like you're so far away. Respect for all those who vlog from the kitchen, as it's a lot of work. I'm gonna just mix in the water here. The water is very hot, so I just wanted to mix all this together while it's too hot. And as you can see, it is somewhere at 1 cup, but let me just add 1 more until it's maybe at 2 cups. You know, when the water is too hot, I don't want to over dilute the mixture. Okay, so I usually just pour until I feel the consistency is good enough. Let me just do that. I'm just about to begin. You create a hole in the middle. That's what it's called. So here's my water. So that's it. You just pour a little like that. So usually I start with a spoon because sometimes the water is too hot and you don't want that to burn you. So and then I need to keep pouring like that, being very careful so that I don't, you know, pour excess water. So that's really the procedure. You keep adding in bits as you mix. So I'm just gonna show you how I'm doing that real quick. Guys, this is how it looks. You see how sweaty you get? Like, you kind of just have to make sure you get it right on the kneading process. So usually I let it rest for like half an hour, but looking at the time, I'll just leave it to rest for like 15 minutes. I'm gonna cover it in cling film. So make sure the cling film covers it in a very airtight way so that it just relaxes well. You can press it in. When you press it in like this, it makes sure the cling film covers it well so that no air escapes. So let's hope it turns out great. Alright guys, I figured while I wait for the dough to soften and relax, I'm thinking I can just quickly fry the dengu, the breadcrumbs. Let me just show you how it looks. By the way, all my friends joke about how I love dengu. I think it's slightly overboiled, but yeah, it's okay. At least it's soft and it's cooked. You just wanna do a very simple basic stew. Just gonna use onions, garlic, black pepper, turmeric, and maybe garam masala. Just gonna do that real quick, guys, real quick. Alright, let's do this. Okay guys, so the surface is ready. I think I want to layer them. So usually for layering, I just create one big round dough. Let me just show you how I do it. I'm gonna use a bit of oil, and then after that I create small balls, and then after that we start the cooking. The pan is already semi-hot. I already set it there just so that it can, you know, start heating up slowly, so that when I start cooking, I'm not waiting for the pan to heat up. Okay, so let me get the rolling pin, the oil, and then we get started with that. It got so hot, guys. Okay, so first thing, let me bring you guys closer. Since it's one big dough, I'm just gonna divide it into two, like so. Yeah. So this is probably gonna be like what, 3 chapatis or 4 at most. Usually I don't like to make them so thin. Now that I have a proper pan, I don't see why I should make tiny chapos. Like, I would rather they're just like few chapatis, but they're very heavy, so much that you just have one and you're okay. This brown one, you can't finish 2, but it's rare for someone to finish. You'd find that it's probably eaten. Personally, I take 1.5, and that half is usually you're struggling to finish it. So let me just put in the oil real quick. I'm just gonna do that. I usually avoid putting too much because when you're now rolling it out, it starts to leak. So I don't know how I'm doing, guys. It's been a while since I vlogged in the kitchen, so I don't know if I'm flopping. Other one badly. Not to worry. So what I do after I've done this, I just take it round like so, and I set it down. Okay guys, I'm standing behind the camera. I just wanted to show you how they turned out. So they're just gonna be 8 chapatis. It's a good number. In fact, there are too many. I'll probably have some for dinner and maybe tomorrow lunch and maybe breakfast. So I'm just gonna roll the first one and then we set it on the side. Guys, it is almost like 60 degrees in this kitchen. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. I don't think there's a formula for rolling, but I can't say I've been rolling them round my whole life. Okay, let me not say that and then I start making hexagons. Oh yeah. What is important is how much pressure you put on the surface. Like when you're rolling it down, don't press it down at the middle so much. So you just take it down like that. You see? So after the first round, it's gonna look like an oval. So what you do, you immediately take it to the side, and then you repeat the same process again, like that. See? So that's what you're gonna have to do for the rest of the rolling. The reason it's rolling back, it's because I've not put flour, but I'm so used to doing it like this these days. Again, it's an oval, so you turn it again. Then you spread the oval out. You make sure you balance the tips properly, and that's it. Usually if you overdo it, it's gonna lose shape, it's gonna just feel funny. I'm gonna set it on the fire real quick and then we get on to the next one. This pan works really well. The bottom seems ready, and guys, it is so hot. I'm thinking I want to reduce the heat, just so we don't have accidents here. So I like this pan, guys. I don't know, I really like it. The chapati is hot nicely. So usually I put some oil at the top first, and then I turn it over to the other side. So the center is cooked, so I need to make sure the edge is also cooked. Honestly, this is how I would leave my chapati. Given it's brown Chapo, it may not necessarily look like the other one. So I think I'm just going to take this one out. Yeah. Here is our first chapati. Okay guys, I am done. Let me show you how it turned out. Here we are. Let me give you a more up close. Can you see? Here we are. Yeah, so the layers, as you can see. Woo, and it is so hot, you guys. It is so hot. I see all food vloggers testing their food. Let me put some of it down. Here we go. Nice. I can say the salt somehow slightly overpowered the sugar, but not badly. Like, it still tastes amazing. It's just that I would notice because the previous ones, but it's been 4 years, guys, so I think I've done a pretty good job. Okay guys, that pretty much sums up this vlog. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful for those who probably have never tried doing a brown chapati. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna be doing more now that I have a very warm pan. In fact, if you can look at it right now, it looks a bit more, yeah, it's like fully now starting to look like a chapati pan. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. As usual, I completely appreciate your support. It really goes a long way. Thank you guys for your feedback. Keep sharing, keep commenting, keep liking. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Bye.